What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with MOFO RC, and man, look at the freaking lineup over there. Holy smokes. Alright, dude, so we got a brand new freaking Slayer for you to check out today. It is not available yet because this is literally the first time I ever drove it. I drove it for seconds on the table just to make sure trigger works, steering works, let's roll. So we're rolling on the X15s. We got the Python with the Cedar, bro. Crazy. AGF RC servo. We just running 2S FMS battery. All of that is tucked inside of this brand new Pro 2 wide. Cage, that is. The Cage Slayer Pro 2 wide. Wow, the names are getting freaking crazy. All right, and then we're running against the Hard Park Dementor again today. Why? Well, not that I really wanted to run against the Dementor again. Definitely not going to put Hard Park in the thumbnail this time. That's not why we're here. But the rig that he brought broke, and the other one that he had didn't get fixed. And so then this is what he got left with. So we ran this one again. He did a freaking great job. Killed it on the amount of battery that he did have. Freaking A, dude. So here we go. This is my first time on this obstacle. I have no... This is shakedown, right? Damn it.
Oh, what?
That was my bad. I just set down the passenger front right tire first, coming down off of that. And there was not enough to catch in the back. So Craig's coming down a little bit more square. He's going to touch down his wheels pretty much at the same time, which is what is needed to do, and made it look good. Here we go. Going down into this, you can't really show it off. It is nasty, gnarly. Just here we go. Let's see what this looks like. So I came off straight, much better. Great job.
I have hella clearance.
So, bro, this setup on the X15s, other than steering, this is probably my favorite Slayer I ever drove. I love the Viper and everything, but this is the throwback to, you know, what we started. I like this. I love this styling. I didn't go away from the styling because I didn't like it. You know, I was just trying to give something else for the homies, something simple, and I was trying to capitalize on all of the things that I did over the year to make something simple that works. That's the best I ever made, and that's what the Viper is. So, but I took that new setup and I applied everything right back into the original Slayer. And all that we changed was just the hips, bro. We just raised the hips up so that when you run that setup, that the rear rail is not sky high, so it doesn't look stupid. So I just raised the hips where the rear cage connects right there. The rear of the cage connects into where the rear upper links connect. Raised up about 3/16 of an inch or so. So it definitely changes the way that it looks. Makes it way higher. Also, one reason the front is a lot higher than we were running, the Cedar motor hits. It's pretty big. So I could raise that up and it would overall change the way that the rig looks as far as how high it's sitting. But the motor, the weight would actually still just be sitting on the link. So it's already on the link. So there you go, dude. Freaking A.
There we go. We got it. There we go.
Freaking A. Can't get it any lower. When it's on the link, it's on the link, dog. So we could change the way that it looked, you know, as far as like, you know, where the body actually sits, but where the motor would be is in the same exact place. It would just, what I'm talking about, I don't know if I said it, but if I changed it with the SMP mount and raised it up, then, you know, it would go down lower, but then the motor is still just on the link. You know, so, and another bad thing about that is that it would be higher when the dropout came out. So I think it's freaking killing it. I think we have just about everything right on the first run, dude. Just absolutely killing it. I just took it on the range this morning. By the way, this is the last crawl of 2023, bro. This was New Year's Eve crawl, bro. Other homies out of town, stuff couldn't be here. Couldn't make it. So, but it was just a great run with Craig, man. He's going to run the Dementor and then the freaking monster at the end. You will see. You will see, dude. So we had a couple of obstacles here that were a little bit rough on the start. We actually took them out just because both of us just ended up struggling in different ways, and it just wasn't real pretty. I hate to have a whole lot of hangups at the beginning. We're like, dude, this is the third obstacle. We freaking suck. But that's what happens some days. These tires, although when I just took them on the range, they were killing it. They did not like that yellow rock that's on. Same as the other day. Don't touch the yellow rocks. But that yellow, brown, tan rock, smooth looking, I had a lot of issues with those rocks. And so at the same time, it does grip, but it like slides sideways. I don't know what's going on. Also, I had just WD-40'd my tires. I would typically wash them off, but I'm like, man, they feel really good. I probably should just went ahead and wash them again. Like I know that I should do. So that could have been the problem. Stay tuned for that. I'll inform you after I wash them and dry them. Again, on the range, bro, they just hooked up and did absolutely everything I wanted. Totally great. So, I don't know.
I'm not doing what you did.
And what was absolutely surprising, again, I had no shakedown run, no tuning, no whatever, dude. I just built the rig, threw some bands on, and we ran to meet Craig. And so I was just incredibly impressed with this thing doing as well as it did, being like so high. Stay tuned, I will show off, or you could just check out the latest video from Cape Crawlers if you have not, and see that we made his favorite build of the year. Heck yeah, dude. So freaking stoked. Shout out to Cape. Adam, love you, dude. You're awesome. You're killing it. Craig is about to lose a wheel. Watch this, dude. Go, buddy, go. He's just hung up on the rear diff. Where's your diff skid at, homie?
Yeah, there you go.
Where's your diff skid? Watch, here it goes. Oh, no, guy. Lost a leg.
The pin is right there.
Oh, my gosh. So anyways, dude, I sure do appreciate freaking Adam at Cape Crawler. Killing it, dude, over there. What a great year he had. And then just to capitalize and top it all off for me, dude, we got the top build. What? Dude, he's got to have like 30 plus builds. Dude, guys built everything. Oh my gosh. Dude, so flattered, bro. So freaking flattered. The homies are all saying, dude, you see the video? Like, yes, sir. I saw it. So stoked. But anyways, the whole reason for bringing that up, go look at his Slayer. And it's on the 68s. The top of it is like lower than the 68s. Just thing is like on the ground, and that's how I used to build it, dude. Look, I mean, like, this is so incredibly high, and we got the battery behind the transmission, just like all things that we haven't done in ultralight. You know, when you're building ultralights, all these things are like mega no-nos. But if you don't care about weight, then it's okay. You know, so, but in building the ultralight Slayers, you know, like dude, you put the battery behind the transmission? What the hell? As you can see here in the front cross support, there's a lot of space between the servo there. It's not necessarily, again, on purpose. That was there because when I built it, a different configuration, you know, anyways, I needed that. The first time that I made that, I need that because that's where the front end was. But the cedar wouldn't allow me to go that low. So you could turn it around, turn the cedar around. You could reconfigure everything if you really wanted the front end to be that low. But with the way that it's running and how good it is, like, I don't know. We're gonna just leave this one alone, and we'll try we'll have a different configuration, and we'll show that off too, you know. And but the way that this is just this is the way I'm gonna run it, dude. Like, I might make a special mount there for the Python because I think that it's really cool. And again, not something I normally would have put in there, bro. But the thing is freaking killing it, bro. I can't even. It's just crazy. So I am really, it's hard, dude. Like, the X15s are really nice axles. I really like them. By the way, there's a little bit of slop, at least in the V1s. I brought it to Nick's attention. I don't know that he's seen that message yet. Sent him a video showing off the issue. But there's a little bit of slop. The cup for the bearing is a little bit too big in the knuckle. And then also the same amount of space between the shaft and the bearing. Seems like maybe material got removed twice or something like that for you know, for coating or paint. Just like too much material got removed, and so that those things there's a little bit of slop. I noticed it when I was putting together that the bearing just like would fall out. And so if you don't do something early on to fix that, it's going to play more and more, and then it will be really sloppy. So you know, what you could do from the beginning is just to disassemble it, degrease it all and spray the knuckles, just that cup, and then the axle, the shaft itself, not the joint, not your CVD, but to just spray that with lacquer. So I have not tried that. I will actually do that just to make sure that that's going to work, and I'm suggesting it to people. So I'll go ahead and take this guy apart at some point and do that. But dude, look at him go. Just a freaking monster. I was overall just really surprised at how much I could feel the axles. Like I could, you know, the motor is different than normal, so that's playing into the feel. You know, obviously I'm running a high setup. It's totally different than normal. I've got a lot of things that are not normal, but it felt like I could really feel the axles in the driving and just like what it's doing when you're pulling trigger, turning, these type of things, and it just feels so different. You can like feel the strength in the. It's. I don't understand how it's even possible how you could use the word feel, but you can. You can absolutely feel that shit. Sorry for cussing. Got to do better about that. So, but you can absolutely feel it, and it's just, it blows me away that I can have that like sensation of feeling the car being different. You know, like, how is that even? It's a car, bruh. RC car. I'm not even touching it, bro, but you can absolutely feel it. Crazy. So that I noted that it felt a lot more like the Traxxas, you know, which is, again, I'm running a whole different setup that is probably a little bit more like the belly clearance of a lot of Traxxas rigs. You know, and whatever. So, it's definitely different than before. But anyways, it's just weird to note that, like, how just by, you know, yes, he's got the Traxxas internals, but just by going to those internals, I can feel like, you know, maybe it's in my head, but, like, I'm really just watching it and just some of the things that it was doing that just don't seem to happen on SCX24. It's just, like, not.
Pretty good.
And it could just be the width. It could be the weight. Who knows what it is, but it just, you could definitely feel the difference in how the rig performs running these axles. Now, the real downside, the cup thing, whatever, you know, that happens, dude, and like I said, I guarantee that'll fix it. Just a tiny little bit of lacquer just would make the parts look clean, and it wouldn't affect the way they looked. It wouldn't, you know, really look terrible as it, you know, got beat up, but it should take up that space. So that's all that it is. It's just a tiny, dang it. First time, dude. First time up the obstacle, fail, bro. I just, again, something with, it's just the way the weight is and whatever. I have to learn the car better. Also, we're going to work on the setup and make sure everything is good. These tires, again, this is that yellow type rock that it just lets go at times you're not expecting. So that was the transition where I let go. I was a little bit higher up on the rock, and it made me pivot more. So when I dropped over from that angle, the weight just pulled the front tire off, and I went over. So here we got it again, and just doing it a little bit slower. See right there, that was the deal. And just, I didn't have the hook, and it let go. So. But that's what happens when you're off to the side and you're filming and driving, and you don't always have the best sight on where you need to be. So that's okay, though. It's okay, dude. Rip to your freaking flip. All right, dude. Battery's dead. We're on to truck contestant number 2. Come on down. Sporting the DJ Crawler 74s. We got the monster freaking truck ripper. Here we go, dude. Am I going to pull this off? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's going to work? So right now the tire went into bite. Rear driver. Rear left tire is now into bite. Going into that crack. That's what I'm fighting. And there's nothing you can do at that point. You could like wiggle and jump out, but there's no clean way I've ever found to come out of that. Because turning up, well, then you just flip over. And then you turn down and you stretch it out and then you flip over. So that's just one of those ones. It's one of those, you have to bail out of it. You know, I have never been able to like cleanly come out when you rear bite and it starts to flip that way. So I'll have to keep practicing, but probably could have went with a little trigger, chick, 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 and it probably would have come out. So there you go. Look at that, bro. That thing looks so good. So good. Look at the descent. Here we go. Looking clean all the way down. Slipping though. Slipping. Predictable sideways slip is okay. Let's go. This thing is absolutely killing it, bro. And his with the belly clearance. By the way, if you have a Traxxas, you know, that's like going to be your best option. to wait it out and put ginormous tires. They will do awesome. It's just what they struggle with when you really go to crawl is the belly clearance. They just get hung up all over the place, and there's not really much you could do for it. But freaking monster truck tires help that a lot, and these tires are really freaking killing it. I really like the rubber on those tires. I have not pulled mine out of the package. My buddy Dave, shout out, what's up, buddy Dave? He was saying that he was actually having too much grip. The only person I've ever heard other than myself say that. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just taking a shortcut, I guess. What the heck? But he had too much grip on your rear tires when he was running the super pins, the 72s, which I have the 72s and the 74s. They're a different rubber. I would really hope that they would bring out the 68s in that rubber. That rubber seems really good. It just seems awesome, dude. So anyways, it's I guess it's a butyl rubber. Definitely a higher grade of rubber. It's not like the foam rubber or the high sticky rubber like that people are using, which is great for indoor tracks and stuff like that stuff when there's no dust. But as soon as you get like dust and stuff on them, they're not gonna work, bro. It's just how it goes. They're relying on the sticky grippiness, and when that's all covered up, it's just going to be covered in dust, and now it doesn't have any grip at all. Freaking sucks. So I was out here choosing lines to make it look cool, to try to show off the Slayer a little bit, to try to show him off a little bit, and just have fun, dude. It was a great day. Not really trying to, just follow the leader, but we're not really trying to like show off like I'm better than you. More just trying to like, let's do lines and hopefully we make it. I love some of these shots. I try to keep the sky in there. It was just gorgeous out. Little cool, little bit of a breeze. Wish I could have got the sunset that was off right now would be off to the screen left. So it's just a little bit too far out. I didn't get any shots. I should have tried, but the tree line up there, we're down in the creek, and so you can't really see the actual sunset where it is. So down in here when we get in the shade and whatever, so that's kind of a bummer, but I was thinking it'd be rad if we could have a nice shot all the way out to sunset. Dude, that'd be freaking sick. I need to find a place that we can shoot that. It would be rad. So as a shakedown run, dude, I was just absolutely thoroughly impressed with the new Cage Slayer Pro 2 Wide, but we're going to make some changes probably. What I want to do, if you notice, like on the cage, the roof is like rounded. I really do like it, but then on the center, it leaves the center kind of like tapered in because there's nothing supporting it. So I think I'm going to make maybe some sort of cage like wraps around the top, or like a bar or something. Maybe that wraps around the top or something to push that out somehow. I don't know. Maybe just a little extra piece that you can clip in there, but we got to be careful because it's going to put too much pressure and it could cause things to start breaking. So anyways, that's what just little aesthetics things, little things that I want to play with. But I mean, it's so far the way that it looks. I mean, it's what I want. I want to do a new cross piece in the front, and then I may make some sort of like cover, over the back links, which you can't work on all of them, but if you did want it, the rails in the rear are a bit exposed, so maybe make something for that. But some of these parts will just be like add-on parts. They won't be something that will come in like a main kit. So that, and speaking of, dude, I don't know, like I think I may just start doing like builds and then like do a video for the build and then put that freaking that build up as a listing. And have all, because this stuff has so many options that people kind of need, I guess, need a little bit of encouragement as to what it is, what to do with it and whatever. And so I think I may start doing that to where I do, all the, certain parts and have that, you could buy that video listing basically, and it has all of those parts. But then, that's going to be expensive, because you're talking about the wheels. And so I don't know how you break that down. You could buy just the cage and links, just the cage, and you could buy the whole thing. I don't know, something like that. We will see. I got to figure out how to list this stuff so that it makes sense for everybody, makes sense for me. That's one of the biggest things that, some of the other rigs that did go bad, like why not go bad, but why I let them go and don't have them right now. Maybe bringing some of that stuff back in the future. But it's just, a big part of it was like printing. Like on the Elite, I love that rig. It's freaking badass. But the rear cross support on that, it's like a 50-minute print, just that one piece, and then it had a high rate of not failure, but just trash. It just looked oftentimes it did not print well. So if you got one, you're gonna see my cut marks and shaving, trying to clean up the top of that little like swoopy rail part. Like it came across the rail. So things like that like just really prevented it from being, something that I can sell. Dude, 50 minutes for that part, like that's crazy, especially when it was so poor. It was super strong. It just looked trashy, just the way that it printed. So things like that had to be changed, and when it takes so much plastic and time on the printer, when I only have limited print time, it's not feasible for me. So, wow, Craig, how'd you get up there? That was right. I must have slipped or something. Oh, dude. So that's one of the things when you're running massive tires, you don't got a lot of flex. You can't make those turn ups like that. That's just not going to happen. So, especially you got a lot of weight up top. He's just going to, every time he starts to go up to twist, it's just going to stand straight up. It's just the way that it goes. I wasn't trying to make him look bad. It's just one of the things. We're just pushing the limits, and he fought through all this stuff, and I sure do appreciate him for giving it his all. Again, this is the last rig that he has of the day, all that he can run, that the other ones broke or didn't have, whatever didn't get fixed was the main one that he wanted to run against me, and he just didn't remember to fix it. So that's all right. And then another rig, freaking wire broke off. Dang it, dude. All these things, bro. All these things. That's all right, dude. That is okay. We will be out here next time. This wasn't to show off and compare necessarily direct, but it is cool to see, if I built a cool Traxxas rig, could I come play? Absolutely. Is it going to do like all of the tricks necessarily? Maybe you have to bonsai off some stuff, and bounce over something, or, you set it to the top, but we could still come out and play, dude. Not every Traxxas is going to do that, but this thing is badass, and putting some monster tires is definitely going to make it do well in terrain like this. So I would not expect it to do very well on the range in this setup. This is not something you want to run in high angle with monster tires and super scale body and all this excess, and I don't know what's he's probably got 800 grams got to be easy. Just a tank, bro. But it is super killer. It is super fun to drive, bro. That thing is awesome. I do got to build some stuff like that, but dude, all that stuff is freaking money that I don't have right now or haven't had. Hopefully in 2024 I can change that, and the biggest way I can change that is to make this stuff easy for y'all to buy, to understand how to build all the things that I suck at. I'm really good at designing stuff and showing it off on the rocks, but if you don't know, if you can't buy it, and or whatever, it's not really good for business. So
whoa, that was cool.
You don't know what to buy, dude. Look at these shots, bro. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous, dude.
Nice, dude.
Man, what a great crawl for the end of 2023, dudes. I sure do hope you guys are enjoying it. I sure do hope that you guys are ready for another great week, another great year. Hope you are ready to get out on the rocks with buddies. Dude, great times, dog. Great freaking times. So right there, stop. How can you make it a great year? Well, I know that from last year, for me, I had a rough time, dude. Hard year, dude. Wow, lost a job, had to get rid of a lot of my favorite RC cars, big cars that I hadn't been driving lately, just because I'm trying to get this stuff going. So basically lost my hobby, even though, this is my hobby all day. Made a lot of sacrifices, had a lot of drama at the house, a lot of struggles, bro. Really, really rough. But you know what? How is it great? dude, we keep going, man. We're gonna keep going, and dude, like we got so much out of it. It's just, we can think about the negative things, but at the same time, like when it's going bad, when it's going hard, one thing that you can be thankful: perseverance, patience, long suffering. You have all of these things that actually are good things that need to be grown. That need, for future to make you a better person. These things kind of have to happen, right? Like, especially since we kind of are, we need lessons, bro. We created a lot of messes that we have to learn how to fix. And so, dude, we can get beat up, like, which I know I get beat up, man. Like, he's just rough, super duper hard. Start stacking up, a lot of negatives, a lot of hard things, a lot of lessons, and you can quit. Or you can continue to persevere, bro, and maybe not beat your head against the wall. Make sure you're paying attention. Come on, see, this is that same bite that I had earlier, and I had that rear tire bite. Once you go to that point, there's no coming back. No coming back. Anyways. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you have to do to make it a great day, great year, great whatever. It could start really great, or it could start really terrible. It doesn't make a difference. You can lose a lot, you can gain a lot, up and down. All that stuff is going to happen for sure. So if you're using those things to determine whether it was a good day, a great day, any of those type of things, then, then you're a victim. But you can be the master of your life. I don't usually talk about these type of things, but you can absolutely be the master of your life by just saying thank you. That's all it takes, bro. You just say thanks. Thanks for what? Thanks for all the opportunity. Thanks for all of the, the ability, right? That's all it is. You have opportunities and abilities, and it's your opportunity to put it into motion. It's your responsibility. How about that? So you have opportunities and abilities, and now it's your responsibility to put all that in motion, right? It's going to take a lot of learning, right? Which means it's going to suck a lot of times, bro. Do you know how many times it sucked to make my Slayer look like this? Do you know how many times I had to redo to the point that I built this Slayer the first time, and this is what it's doing. It took a lot of freaking work, homie. So many hours, bro. And so I'm not trying to say, look at Josh, but I do want to say, look at what I did as an example of what can be done if you just stick with it, bro. If you just keep a good attitude, even when it's hard. And it doesn't mean you're always going to be positive. It doesn't mean, but you know what, dude? If you keep going, it's going to work out, bro. I promise. That's just the way of this life. That's the way that it is. If you keep going and you keep going and you keep listening, you're willing to say, I'm sorry. You're willing to say, I messed up, and fix your mistakes, bro. Like, you can get there, man. It doesn't, it's not easy, I promise, but the sacrifices are worth it. So I just, almost bringing me to actual tears right now, dude, just thinking about it and just how much I appreciate the encouragement, dude, that I've gotten this year. So thank you. And that's for real, man. I wish you all a freaking great year. Holler if you need something, man. Holler if you need to talk, man. I'm here. I'm working. I might avoid you, but at the same time, when you do get my attention, you will get my full attention. And I'm here for you, buddy. Holler at your boy, Josh, MOFO RC, man. Come on, let's go. What a great end to this video. Look at this chunk, dude. Craig making it look so easy, dude. Oh my gosh. Rip till you freaking flip.